hospital. We don't know what's going on still. Getting admitted over the weekend at a hospital is hard because a lot of the doctors aren't in over the weekends other than ER and hospitalization type staff, and so we didn't do a whole lot yesterday in terms of diagnostic. Otherwise, I've really just been getting opioids and other pain control methods to keep me comfortable because I am not. Today was a big adventure. Today I got my MRI. Didn't really show much to cut to the chase there. But then, interestingly, I literally passed out midday. And I had had a little bit of a migraine when I woke up, but it wasn't that bad. But all of a sudden, I got really nauseous. And mind you, by the time that happened, I had had my medications, I had drank water, I'd had a little bit of coffee, and I had my food in my lap, and I had eaten at least a couple of the strawberries, but then, I did not want to eat any piece of my breakfast burrito. I called my nurse to ask for some anti-nausea medications that I didn't feel good, and then the next thing I remember is that my tray was, tilted to the side off of my body. I was leaning over towards the side, and my nurse was, shaking me awake. At this point, they have given me IV fluids, they gave me Tylenol, they gave me a caffeine pill, and my head, still is kind of pounding. My doctor added on an ECG and a head CT and also more lab work. None of those things have popped up with anything that would explain what happened. Current State of the Union has me on opioids every 4 hours still, Tylenol, and now steroids. I haven't actually talked to a doctor since this morning, so I'm not 100% sure of the plan at this point, but ultimately I'm a little bit nervous that we haven't found a clear cause of the pain and yet being in so much of it still. Listen, I know I can be dumb, I know I can work too much, but I really had just had a really easy week. I didn't do anything to push myself. There was really nothing out of the ordinary, and I'm just sitting here and it still hurts, so it's not a matter of just resting. If I were to guess, I think I'm probably going to get an injection tomorrow in my hip, and then we'll go from there, and they'll probably try to send me home as soon as I can. Also, hopefully I don't pass out again. Not sure what that was about. But yeah, people have been asking me, and yep, I'm still in the hospital.